Howdy, howdy, listeners. This is your host, Random Nerd, on the Critical Thinking Nerd podcast. This is the Positive Masculinity series where we're using stoicism and some old school critical thinking to rebuild what it means to be a good man in a confused culture. In episode 1 and 2, we talked about the art of being a good man and the idea of partnership instead of a battle of the sexes. This episode, part 1, is for the men. We're going to pull the camera in closer and ask a harder question. Who are you when no one is watching? Not your job, not your status, not your social media follower count. You. Segment 1. Identity built on sand. Most men are taught, directly or indirectly, to build identity on things that can vanish overnight. A job, income and status, romantic or sexual success, politics and tribe. The problem? Lose any of those and your whole sense of self starts to feel like it's collapsing. Stoic thinkers would say your true self is not your circumstances. It's your character, the judgments you make, the actions you take, especially when there's no audience to clap for you. Here's some questions to consider. If your job disappeared, your relationship ended, and social media shut down tomorrow, what would be left that's still you? When you're alone, with no one to impress or perform for, do you actually like the man you are? You don't have to answer out loud. Just let the question sit. Segment 2. Masks men wear. To avoid facing those questions, men develop masks. The performer, always the entertainer or the successful guy. Cracks jokes, flexes achievements, keeps everyone laughing or impressed. Inside, he's terrified of being seen as weak or average. The tough guy. I don't care. Always angry, dismissive, or numb. Uses hardness as armor. Underneath is usually fear, disappointment, or shame he doesn't know how to process. The nice guy. Always agreeable. Avoids conflict at all costs. Says yes when he wants to say no. Builds quiet resentment and then explodes or disappears later. These masks start as survival tools, but they become prisons. They keep people from knowing you, and they keep you from knowing you. Some more questions. Standing in front of a mirror, which mask do you see yourself wearing the most? And has anyone in your life seen behind that mask? Segment 3. Hinting at a deeper root of identity. Stoicism says there's a ruling principle inside you. The part that can step back, observe, and choose virtue even when emotions and circumstances are screaming. That's closer to your real self than your image, your past mistakes, or your current status. Now, without going full sermon here, consider this idea. If you're not just a random collection of traits and experiences, what if there is something or someone above you who intended you to live as a man of integrity, courage, and responsibility? Later in this series, we're going to talk more about faith and what that means for men. For now, just hold this. If you are more than your job, more than your failures, and more than what people say about you, then identity might be discovered as much as it is built. You don't have to walk through the door just yet, but I ask you to simply look in. Segment 4, a simple identity exercise. Let's make this practical. For the next 7 days, try this. Write 3 identity statements that describe the man you want to be, not just the man you are right now. Here's some examples. I am a man who tells the truth, even when it costs me. I am a man who takes responsibility before I place blame. I am a man who protects, not praise. Each morning, read them out loud. Don't rush it. Let your brain actually hear your own voice. Say those words. Each night, ask yourself 2 questions. Did I live with integrity, take responsibility, and be a protector? Or did I betray those values? That day, rinse and repeat every day. No self-hatred, no fake positivity, just honest inventory. As the days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months, you'll start to notice patterns. Times of the day or environments where you're most likely to betray who you want to be. People or situations that pull out the best in you and even the worst in you. Over time, this kind of reflection gets you closer to your real identity than any label in your bio. In closing, looking ahead. At the end of the day, who are you, really? What does your masculine identity say about who you are, or even deeper, who you want to be? Part of this journey is to open the door towards faith. I'm not here to force anything, but to invite you to wonder if your life is guided by a higher power, not just a human call to be a better man. We will revisit that in a later episode. Until next episode, stay reflective, stay grounded, and tonight, when everything is quiet, just ask, who am I really when no one's watching? And am I okay with that? For truth, transparency, and fairness. If you found this episode meaningful, please continue to listen to my next episode as I dive deeper and research further to share my knowledge with you. Thank you.